So when we talk about factorization or structure in expressions, we are basically looking at 5 different things. And in this video, I'm going to cover all of them. You should know how to combine like terms. You should know how the expansion and the factoring works. You should know how to combine fractions. You should know how to flip fractions when you have division. And lastly, you should know how to split fractions. These are the things the SAT is going to test you on. Let's begin with the first one, that is combining like terms. So we have this expression, very typical SAT question. I like this topic because, to be very honest, it's simple. It's not conceptual. All you have to do is do simple math and just make sure that you don't do silly mistakes. So we will open this up and then combine like terms. So what do we have? 2 into 2a squared becomes 4a squared minus, just multiplying 2 with all these expressions, minus 6a squared b squared minus 8b squared minus, I'll use a red color for this bracket, minus a squared. Be careful with the negative sign now. So minus is being multiplied, so all the signs inside this bracket will change. Minus a squared minus 5a squared b squared plus 10b squared. Now you need to just combine the like terms. Let's do that. So we have 4a squared minus a squared. These are the like terms that we have. Then we have minus 6a squared b squared. And what's the similar term that we have on this side? That's this. Minus 5a squared b squared. And then we have minus 8b squared. And we have b squared here. Plus 10b squared. And we have, yeah, that's it. We're done. So we have combined all the like terms. Now you need to do the simple math. 4a squared minus 3a squared is basically 3a squared. Minus 6a squared b squared minus 5a squared minus b squared is basically minus 11a squared b squared. And minus 8b squared plus 10b squared is basically plus 2b squared. This is your answer. As I said, you just have to be careful with the calculation, and that's it. Which option choice is this? 3, this is completely wrong. 3a squared minus this, no, this is wrong. 3a squared minus 11a squared b squared plus 2b squared. Yes, C is our answer. There you go. Let's have a look at the second scenario, which is expansion and factoring. This is the most important scenario. In this basically scenario, we have all those rules: a plus b whole square, a minus b whole square, a square minus b square, and so on. Okay, which of the following is equivalent to the expression above? Very typical wording. So you just multiply this expression and you will get your answer. That's it. Just be careful with the calculation. 2, I'll solve the bracket first, and I hope you know how to multiply these brackets. We have 2x squared plus 3x minus 8x and minus 12. We are left with 2 into 2x squared plus 3x minus 8x is minus 5x minus 12. So lastly, 4x squared minus 10x and minus 24 is our answer, which is basically 4x squared minus 10x and minus 24. This is option choice A. That's it. Let's do another question involving expansion and factoring. Which of the following is equivalent to n minus 1 over n whole squared plus 4? You should immediately see that this is basically a minus b whole squared. So that's the first thing you need to understand, which is a squared plus b squared minus 2ab. So let's open this up first. We have n squared plus b squared is 1 over n whole squared. Lastly, we have minus 2ab. 2 into n into b is 1 over n. And lastly, we have plus 4. Just be careful with the signs and with the brackets. Okay, n squared plus 1 over n squared. And this cancels out with this. We are left with minus 2 plus 4. Lastly, we have n squared plus 1 over n squared plus 2. Now, this is where you need to understand, and this is where students get confused. Whenever you have two squares in an expression, that's a huge hint. Look at this expression. you have this square and you have this square. You should immediately try to see whether you can work backwards and combine them into these expressions, either a plus b whole squared or a minus b whole squared or a squared minus b squared. I've seen that students get confused here a lot, and this is the last step. So you see, we have one square plus we have the second square, and all the signs are positive. This basically translates to this. We know how to open this up, but the examiner also expects that you can go from this to this. So this is basically a plus b whole squared. You can write this as n plus 1 over n whole squared. Open this up and see what do you get. Open this up. You will get n squared plus b squared is 1 over n whole squared plus 2ab is basically 2 into n squared into 1 over n squared. What do you get? This cancels out. We're left with the same expression. So that leaves us with option choice. I was about to wrap up the question, but I realized that I haven't chosen the option choice. So that leaves us with n plus, where's our answer? That is n plus 1 over n whole square. This is option choice B. The third scenario is where we combine fractions. Let's have a look at this. 1 over x plus 2 plus 2 over x minus 2. It's simple math. You have to take the LCM and solve this. So our LCM is basically the multiplication of the denominators, which is x plus 2 into x minus 2. Let's now do our math. So x plus 2 and x plus 2 cancels out. So we are left with this denominator. This will be multiplied with 1, x minus 2 into 1 plus 2 into x plus 2. That's it. You just open this up and you will get your answer. So we have x minus 2 plus 2x plus 4 over x plus 2 into x minus 2. So we are left with x minus 2 plus x plus 2x is basically 3x, and minus 2 plus 4 is plus 2 over x plus 2 and x minus 2. This is our answer. Let's have a look at the option choices. 3x plus 2, where are you? This is 3x plus 2, x minus 2x plus 2. B is our answer. Let's now look at the fourth scenario where we flip divide fractions. Okay, if x is greater than 1, which of the following is equivalent to this expression, this scary looking expression? It looks scary, but trust me, it's very simple. Let's write it down. So we have x over 1 over x minus 1 plus 1 over x plus 1. You need to solve them in a stepwise manner. So for the purpose of understanding, let's take this expression first. Let's take these fractions and solve them. Okay, forget about this expression for the time being. So if I solve this, my LCM will be x minus 1 and x plus 1. Now it's very simple. I will be left with x plus 1 here, x plus 1. If I divide this with this, I'm left with x minus 1 plus x minus 1. There you go. So if I open this up, I have x plus x is 2x, and plus 1 minus 1 cancels out. 2x over x minus 1 and x plus 1. So this expression basically translates to this. Now let's have a look at our bigger expression, which was x over this expression, which we have already summed up like this. So can I write this in place of this? It's completely fine. So we are left with x over 2x over x minus 1 and x plus 1. Now this is where students get confused and they make mistakes. So instead of writing it like this, can we write it like this? X divided by this expression. It's the same thing. So x divided by 2x over x minus 1 into x plus 1. So what happens when you convert this division into multiplication? We basically flip the fraction. That's what we do. So we are left with x into x minus 1 into x plus 1 divided by 2x. X cancels out and we are left with x minus 1 into x plus 1 over 2. That's our answer, which is option choice x minus 1 into x plus 1 divided by 2. There you go. D is our answer. Lastly, you should know how to split fractions. This is something the examiners really love, so you should know how to do this. Which of the following is equivalent to 30 plus c over 6? So what happens is when you're splitting fractions, all the numerators will be divided by the denominator. So we'll be left with 30 over 6 plus c over 6. That's our answer. 30 divided by 6 is 5 and this will remain like this, 5 plus c over 6, which is option choice D. Okay guys, let's have a look at this difficulty level 4 question, and please don't get scared. So we have this expression, which of the following is equivalent to x if the above equation is true for all m is not equal to n. Okay, without thinking much, start by simplifying this expression. Okay, I'll take the left hand side first. So if I take the LCM, what do I get? I have 4 into m plus n. Now what do? We divide this with the denominator and multiply the answer with the numerator. I hope you know that. So 4m plus n divided by 4, I am left with m plus n. This will be multiplied with the numerator, that is m plus n. Okay, now let's look at the next expression. Minus this divided by this, I am left with 4 and the numerator is 4 as well. Okay, that's fine. I won't do anything with the right hand side for the time being because otherwise it will get really messy. So this is where you have to be a little intelligent. X minus 4 into x plus 4 divided by 4 into m plus n. Now you see over here I have 4 into m plus n, and on the right hand side as well I have 4 into m plus n. The denominators are the same, so you can easily cancel these out and make your life simpler. Now I am only left with the numerators. So now we have m plus n into m plus n minus 16 equals x minus 4 into x plus 4. Now you need to be a little intelligent. So if I ask you what is m plus n into m plus n, this is basically a plus b whole squared. This is something you need to know. So can I write it like this? A plus b whole squared is a plus b into a plus b. It's exactly the same thing. Multiply these and you will get a squared plus b squared plus 2ab. And similarly, if you look at this expression, what is this? This is a squared minus b squared, which is a plus b into a minus b. So our expression will look something like this. We have m plus n whole squared minus 16, and this is basically a squared minus b squared, which is x squared minus 16. There you go. Now you can easily solve the question. Minus 16 cancels out and we are left with x squared equals m plus n whole squared. Whole squared will cancel out on both sides and we are left with x equals m plus n. This is our answer, which is option choice D.